Hey everyone, welcome back to TelekinetiKs with Valentine's Day right around the corner. Thought we'd do a few Valentine's related card tricks leading right up until Valentine's Day, so look out for those videos. We'll be posting and hopefully you can impress your special someone with them. Stick around after the performance. I will be doing a tutorial on this card trick, so let's get right into it. So like any classic card trick, cards get mixed up and a card is selected. So since I don't have a spectator here, I'll just go ahead and cut the cards and mark where we cut. So thankfully, with Valentine's Day right around the corner, I get to use the help of my buddy Cupid, because no matter how many times I do this trick in front of my special someone, I get really nervous and I just can't find the card she selected. So we're going to use Cupid here to help me out in case I can't find the trick or can't find the card that we have selected here. So let's go ahead and have a look at the card. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lose the card in the packet. Show you the card here, getting lost into the deck. And let's see if we can give it a little mix up here and find your card. So no matter how many times I do some fancy flourishes or magical gestures, I just can't seem to find the card. So let me see if I can do this here. Hopefully I was able to pop up the card right to the top of the deck. Yeah, I'm assuming the Joker wasn't your card. That's what I thought. But you see, as I mentioned, we got our buddy Cupid here to help us out. Watch, this part's really cool. All I have to do is have Cupid draw back his bow, just like that, and he'll shoot off one card. You'll notice that the bow is, the arrow is missing from the bow, and that's because the Joker should have turned into your card, the Ace of Hearts, with his arrow shot right through the center. Hope you guys like that trick. Let's get right into the tutorial. So for this trick, there's a little bit of a setup, and the prerequisite for this trick is knowing how to do a double lift. So I will briefly go into a double lift. I won't go too much in depth. If you do want an in-depth tutorial, definitely look online. There are tons of resources out there. So for this trick, a little bit of a setup. You do need these 4 cards. These cards can be any cards you want. The Ace of Hearts, just fitting for Valentine's Day, and it's clean to draw an arrow through. So you'll need 1 ace, that's normal, 1 ace with the arrow drawn through the heart, and then you'll need 2 identical Cupids. So my drawing is horrible, but you can find tutorials online of how to draw, because I had no idea how to draw, so I found one online. And you want them identical as best as you can. The only difference is you want one with a bow drawn back and an arrow, and then obviously one without the arrow. Alright, so once you have all that set up, this is how you're going to stack the deck. So Cupid can be set aside, and then you're going to put Cupid with no arrow, and then Cupid's arrow shot card on top, and then your force card on top. Actually, I should say as well, the other prerequisite is forcing a card. So force card and double lift. So what I did in the performance to force the card, super easy force. You just have a spectator cut the deck and you mark where they cut. All you're doing is keeping the top card there. What I also did in the performance was I just gave a little table shuffle. The reason I do a table shuffle is just so I don't flash that card there. And I just retain the top 3 cards, so it looks like the cards are being mixed up. And then I go right into the force. Again, I have the spectator cut the cards. Remember, the cards are there, the force card is there, and then you have them mark where you cut. Make sure you don't have them cut the cards, mark it, and then go right into having them pick the card, because that's a little obvious. So usually what you want to do is have them mark where they cut the deck, just like this, and then go into something else so they're not paying attention as to what's happening. So I just went into the story about Cupid helping me out here with the trick to finding the card. And then you're going to go ahead. What I like to do is just lift up the card so it feels like, gives them the illusion that they're reaching halfway into the deck, as if they did truly cut to the card. So it'll be the Ace of Cards they cut to. You can go ahead and lose it into the deck however you want. Just make sure you remember to put the packet with the Cupid back on top. And you can do whatever you want, dribble. I did a false cut in the performance. Whatever you want to do to mix up the cards or make it look like you're mixing up the card. And this is where you do your double lift. Usually I like doing the double lift like so, but in the performance it's kind of obvious because you guys can see the front part where I'm catching my break. So I just did a very basic back of the deck. I just thumbed off 2 cards, caught a little break, and then presented the card. I also did a kind of like a little flourish just to hold the card so it's in plain sight the whole time while I picked up the Cupid. You don't really have to do that. Once you show the card, you can just simply hold it there. And I don't like dropping it just in case I flash that card, so I like having my hand the whole time. And then pick up Cupid, and then from there, all you're doing is, I like mimicking the action of the bow being drawn back and then shot off. Very visual because he has arrow, now he doesn't, and then the card looks like it's been shot with the arrow. So hope you guys liked that trick. If you did, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, liked it even more, subscribe, and until next time, it's been Telekinetic.